5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thunderbirds are go.
I really hope that went as well as I thought in my head. Ladies and gentlemen of the Paragon world, she is finally playable. The one, the only icy piratess herself, Aurora. So I've been playing with her against bots, and she is an excellent melee fighter, but she's a melee fighter with crowd control abilities. Much in the same way as Grux, only she freezes pretty much everything. So why don't we start off with a little bit of lore, shall we? So, let's start with her background lore first. She insists that each visitor must drink tea, exchange gossip, and then fight her. Her right arm doesn't really belong to her, as you can probably see, and she capsized the High Sorcerer's pleasure barge to see if he could swim. Also, off topic a little bit, doesn't she sort of look like Seraph? Only she's a bit more icicle. Anyway, to more bits of the lore. She has connections to Gideon and Decker. As you can see with Gideon's little background, it says on his 6th birthday, witnessed the death of a star and fell in love. That could mean something between Gideon and Aurora, however. Decker, on the other hand, you can see here, is respected by all, feared by many, and loved by 2. And she also holds the most record for most entries in the Exotic Locales Codex and other things. So there could be a little bit of a love triangle between those two. Also, Decker suspects Gideon's not his real name, and other things aside. Let's move on, shall we? If you do her Master Challenge and reach level 8 in it, you unlock Get Your Kicks, which is an emote which is, well, it's this from the trailer. That poor snowman. And here are the 3 skins for her. So you got Challenger Aurora, which you get for unlocking the Master Challenge. Moon Crystal Aurora, which is... okay, she actually looks really cool in that. And then you have Master Aurora, which is, well, basically the entire opposite of who she really is. So she's now got flaming hair and flaming everything. Also, there's that wind in her shoulder blade. Right, so let's move on to the little deck. Now, Aurora's not the strongest melee out there. She's about the same as Seraph. Nevertheless, you should start off the game with a barrier token, a health potion, and a scout ward. Hashtag wards saved lives. Then we got a few of these. So you got the flash fire piston, in which you should add 2 kinetics and a major kinetic. A madstone gem with 2 casts and a major cast. Before using that one, however, you should use this Madstone Gem with 1 minor cast and 2 minor strikes, or whichever the hell you want. Rage Heart Engine with 2 pierces and a chrono for mana. Then there's Red Eye Nitro with 2 pierces and a brutal kinetic or major kinetic. A Sage's Ward with 3 healths, because again, hashtag ward save lives. And if you want extra mana and crits with that, you should add an Agoran Scepter with 2 basic manas and a standard mana. Right, deck sorted. Now, let's move on to the gameplay. Aurora is a crowd control specialist. She's also an elusive hero, which means she does have an escape ability. In fact, she has 2. Her first ability is known as Frozen as I try and attempt to say it, Frozen Simulacrum. Simulacrum? I'm not sure. Anyway, what this does is that this gives you a directional leap of 700 units and will leave behind an ice statue of yourself, which draws in minions as well as towers for about 7 seconds, until it melts away. This is also an escape ability if you're looking to jump up and above on platforms, but mainly you should use this against minions who are trying to kill you. Her next ability is Hoarfrost. This is an area of effect ring which delivers 75 ability damage at first. It will also trap enemies for 1.25 seconds. It lasts for about 4.5 seconds and can be mighty useful against some casters and maybe some melee guys. Her next ability is known as Glacial Charge. This is a dash, which means you can just push right through pretty much everything. It'll deal damage, ability damage, and can create a walkable ice trail. It can allow you to escape into any kind of place, whilst dealing damage at the same time. Definitely useful at the beginning of the game. Oh, and here's a tip which I discovered on Facebook actually. Use this from the gold buff to get to All Prime. The best escape plan ever made. And finally, her ult is oh, for crying out loud, Epic. You're trying to make me say things which I can't say. I can't speak good English, let alone say this. Hang on, let me try and say it. This. Upon activating this ult, enemies are stunned by 300 max movement units for 1.5 seconds. After 2 seconds, it's a big stun for 1 second, and then it explodes to create ability damage. This can be really useful against groups of heroes trying to tag you. So, whether you're surrounded by heroes that want to kill you, or you simply just want to make statues of yourself, Aurora has the tools to become an excellent melee crowd control specialist. Thank you so much for watching, and I shall see you all real soon. Goodbye!